You know what this game is like? It's similar to something that you waited for so long, enjoyed a good portion of, but was left with a bad aftertaste because there were so many things that went wrong. There are plot holes that don't contribute to any connections, extremely boring parts, and needlessly difficult playthroughs. This is not a Souls game. Not every game needs to be so difficult that you need to kill tens of hours trying to win a boss battle. It's a game that you're playing at home, not a world-winning championship. Well, it's good to see Atreus has come a long way, but just like in Sony's reveal, I knew Atreus was going to be an annoying, whiny teenage kid who swears he knows better than anyone. I couldn't stand him in 2018 God of War, and I dislike him even more now. I'll be explaining why bit by bit throughout the video.
Do that?
Yes.
Is it hurt?
Do you know any other bird that sounds like that in a place like this? Also, that was very smart of you, Freya. Instead of surprising Kratos, you let our warning appear very far away. Definitely worthy of God status.
My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there.
He just told you, you're not hiding to avoid danger, you're training to prepare for fights you're not ready for, and you are clearly proving his point.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
So we got to see Kratos' wife this time. As nice as that was, he was not wearing that outfit.
Rise!
Time is running out, my love, and there is much to do.
Kratos did not leave his axe there. He placed it on the pillow before going to bed. Kratos has shown he's capable of strength that makes breaking ice look like running a hot knife through butter. Yet we will have to use the rule of 3 cliche many more times. So it's been a couple hours now and Atreus is still in his animal form. The reason that's a sin is because you only have seconds to fight in wolf or bear form.
What?
First, focus. Heal.
That's an amazing trick you two know. Too bad the players won't get to use that since you can only heal by stomping on green rocks.
They overcame you. That is why we must not abandon your training. We do not know the reach of your abilities. We will be dangerous without discipline to control them.
You've already taught me discipline.
Funny that you say that since you don't even know how to control your own powers and you lose control all the damn time.
What was that?
Your ball!
Can I come in? I have mead.
You would not find me good company!
No. I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
Here's my question. If Thor and Odin can just pop in whenever they want, why doesn't Freya just go to Kratos' home and catch him by surprise? I looked it up and found that she's on a spell that doesn't allow her to harm any living thing, but this doesn't look like she's trying to be kinky with Kratos, does it?
Regrettable ones. But I think we all have a better idea of who we're dealing with. Now, what you did to his boys. Self-defense. Dying is what we Aesir live for. And let's be honest, they were kinda useless. But Baldur, he had value.
Well, you see, his kids are useless and you were trying to defend yourself, but my son had value. His kids weren't of any use. Besides, wouldn't you call it self-defense against Baldur as well? Baldur came looking for a fight when he had no business to do so.
His uses, and now he's gone because of you. You follow me? You have a debt. You're no fun anymore.
What do you want?
How about peace? How does peace strike the esteemed, retired god of war? How about we just don't kill each other? How about you stay home, kick up your feet, seek no quarrel with me, and I'll have none with you. Of course, it means that that one has to stop his search for Tyr.
Yeah. We know what you've been up to. Stop it.
Tyr's old ways are dead. He is dead. You understand?
Not only that this game doesn't reveal how Odin knows this, but if he's dead, why are you fixated on him looking for Tyr? It just sounds a bit suspicious.
Prisoner that I know you stole. That's right. I know you're in here somewhere, you silver-tongued little shit.
Why should we believe a word of you? What have your promises ever been worth?
There he is, my old partner in crime.
He's lost weight.
If he tells you snow is white, he's lying.
What kind of wisdom is that? Can't the smartest head alive see past himself? See that we all want the same thing? All right. Here's a deal I know you can trust. I'll settle your debt with my ex. Keep Freya off your back. Keep your boy safe. That's really all you want, isn't it? So what do you say?
No.
Now, it sounds like a really good deal, but why did Kratos refuse the offer? When you don't give enough details, it's kind of hard to understand the situation.
I've been waiting for this. You're not from here. We got a tradition called blood payments. It means I get a piece of you for what you took from my family.
Well, you wanted this fight for no reason if that's the case. You left with a giant wound and one less tooth if I'm not mistaken.
Good. Why were you searching for Tyr?
Kratos, for him to search for Tyr, he would have to be gone for a while. How did you not notice your son's absence?
Whoa, do you feel that?
What's that, lad?
Anything, everything. It's warm.
Well, Sindri did say the land is moist.
Do you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist.
I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have covered that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
Eyes on the water. There are resources.
Gotta love that mastery level of deflection.
Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say Skialfa.
Well, this is awfully convenient. We did not see any green arrow that requires sonic arrows in order to destroy it, but once Sindri upgrades the bow, we'll see destructible green metal from here on out.
This thing is small. Okay, we need to go left. Wait, I meant my left.
You're pretty much facing the same way. Your left is his left. Kratos, you do realize that all you needed to do was lift the wood that locked the gate, right?
Please, let me get that. It's the least I can do.
Whoa.
I just wish Atreus were not so restless. I care only for his safety.
I know, brother. But holding him too tight won't keep him out of danger. The lad's determined to make a few mistakes of his own. And I hate to say it, I think Tyr might be one of them. I've never seen a man broken so completely.
His pain is fresh. You expect too much.
Aye, perhaps. Pity Freya still wants to kill you. That's an ally we could use.
That is not an option.
No, I don't suppose it is.
Trouble sleeping.
Kratos, knowing Mimir, heard Atreus shout.
How about I suggest an alternative? Something much less risky, but maybe could give you some answers.
What are you talking about?
A certain old friend you haven't seen in a while. A very giant friend.
Jormungandr? Did you find him?
Why don't I show you?
Well, that's odd given the fact that he never lost him. It's not like he disappeared when Kratos killed Baldur.
Freya!
You should have stayed with Sindri.
Wait! Stop!
Your father. Where is he?
Not here!
He sent you?
No! He doesn't know!
You shouldn't have come. He took my son. What makes you think I won't do the same?
Freya, please, it's not within you to kill a child, so stop acting like you're about that life.
You're better than this!
I would like to know how Freya was able to spot that mistletoe when Atreus tucked it under his shirt, and Freya's vines were pretty much covering his neck.
You have to tell him. He has a right to know.
When the time is right. As should you with your father.
That's not the same thing.
No, it's not. One is being truthful for the sake of trust, and the other is for the sake of protection. But how is that Freya never tried going to the Lake of Souls for her son? If Sindri knew about this, how could Freya not?
It's a war.
I said that they were wise. In my experience, that goes with being peaceful.
Oh, little brother. Told you we needn't worry.
Atreus, where have you been?
Peeing?
Hope you're all.
Kratos didn't push his question further, even after finding out from Odin himself that Atreus has been lying about Tyr.
Is everything okay?
Aye, old friend. Just looting one of your chests. We'll be right along.
My dad likes loot.
Correction, there's more places to explore and delay the inevitable, which is getting closer to that horrendous section coming up. Now we're at the most atrocious part in the entirety of the game. I will try to explain how much I despise this part as best as I can. We meet Angrboda for the first time, and for those of you who gave the devs hate because Angrboda wasn't a white character like in the origins of Norse mythology, let's not forget Atreus is Loki. Loki shouldn't be the son of a god that takes place in the Greek mythology, not the Norse mythology. So you're part of that ridiculous sin. But getting to this section, Atreus learns about the prophecy that says Kratos will die in Ragnarok. He loses his mind and turns into a wolf only to calm down to do some chores. Chores that makes absolutely no sense since it applies feeding the wolves fruit. They're wolves, they should eat meat. But then it's not enough, we have to do these chores because we also have to listen to this girl calling for her albino looking apple. Oh, but that's not all. We get to see Angrboda throw her magical fairy dust at enemies for the entire section. I mean, who wants to miss that? Then we see Atreus lifting this giant rock when he couldn't even break a chest. I'm aware he had help, but look at the size of this rock compared to a wooden chest. Afterward, Angrboda tells Atreus he can't tell anyone of Ironwood as if anyone wants this place.
Nobody believed this place was real. They're gonna be so surprised.
Loki, you can't tell anyone about Ironwood, not even your father.
Let's say he tells Kratos about this. What will Kratos do about that? Let's say Atreus tells Odin about this place. What will Odin do here? Invade animals? There is nothing here. All the giants kill themselves to run away from Odin as if that did anything. Now we have to waste even more time by destroying these nests so Ragnarök can do what she wants to do. This only took 30 minutes of my time. What better way to make the game longer other than to make the player suffer from massive boredom? These two heard one of the wolves in pain only to learn that Angrboda has a grandmother stealing the souls of the animals she traps.
About damn time.
We see the wolf being dragged down, but if you look at the size of Mrs. Grinch, you will ask how you didn't see her in the first place. Of course, we have to waste more time by fighting this thing, which turned out to be one of the most useless boss fights in all of Ragnarok. Then we finally leave this place. Thank you, Santa Monica. You managed to waste 2 hours of my time. For that, here's this.
I wanted to visit Fenrir.
For 2 days.
I...
Do not lie to me again! Why did you come here? Alone? Do you seek death?
No more than you.
Then why? Why? What is it you will not tell me?
You know, for Atreus to be in Ironwood for 2 days according to Kratos, I find it odd how Angrboda seems to be the same age as Atreus since time is different there than Midgard. Why is it that Ironwood has a different time and the other realms don't?
You are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
What do you know?
I can't talk about it. But I just need you to trust me. You kept secrets, but I trust you.
That is not the same.
Why not? You hid things. Mother hid things. You had good reasons, and so do I. Why can't you just...
Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
Falky! Come on, then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time.
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel.
You're the goddess of magic and you couldn't figure out a spell or technique that can bypass Odin's curse? Freya carries a sword scabbard when he hasn't held Ingrid for a long time. Something I never understood with even some research. How come Freya wasn't pulled back into Midgard after forming back into her natural form?
And now that you have what you seek,
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, where I kill you.
have you decided?
Oh, he's ready to kill me now. Oh, that's not good. This man killed more gobs than I can count.
I don't think I can do either.
Not you.
Apparently, Brock gets pulled to his work like Freya gets pulled out of realms.
So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Where did you go? Who did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
I think you already answered your own question.
I wouldn't have to hide things if he'd just trust me. How can I trust you if you lie? Actually, that's a good point.
I don't care for the reason to lie so much. A lie is a lie and can happen again.
Her secrets ought to be stuck with this path.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore either?
This is not about your mother. What you have done is lie.
Wonder where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin. But I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
Oh, hi, lady that spent the last few years trying to kill my father and shows up out of nowhere. How are you?
I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, at Tyr. Odin did this to us.
What's got everyone caterwauling all of a sudden?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
You must choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Choose? I never get to choose.
Well, that's a lie. Remember how you chose to show Kratos and Mimir about the giants and the prophecy? How about when you were allowed to go choose to find Tyr? Just because you're not getting what you want this time doesn't mean you get to act like a little spoiled rich boy. How come Atreus didn't have to walk through the pathway this time? That has happened literally every other time. It's probably because there was nothing to be said. Any of you realize how the door opens once the conversation is over?
Hello.
Hi.
So, What part of the enormous wall made you think, oh, visitors must be welcome?
I was sent for, actually. By Odin?
The Allfather sent for you. Huh. Great. And then why are you out there? And not in here?
Why don't we ask them together? Ah!
Are you finished? Now, what could Odin, Allfather, King of the Aesir, possibly want with the likes of you?
That's between me and Odin.
You don't even know, do you?
Think you could pull me up, or...
No, I don't think I will. I think maybe I'll drop you.
No.
Yes, I'm going to drop you. Goodbye.
I don't know if Atreus would die from hitting the ground from this height, but how didn't Heimdall see Atreus grabbing him when he was let go?
You should probably stay down. Great.
Knock it off. Like it or not, he's Allfather's guest.
I thought I smelled something.
Take one more step, you're not gonna like how this ends.
Really? And how do you intend to stop me?
Look into my eyes. You tell me.
You are a sick man.
It's a shame we never got to see what Thor was planning.
Hey, you made it. I am so honored. I see you've met Heimdall. He reads minds for me.
The boy is false, Allfather.
This young man, who is my guest, is covered in mud. Care to explain?
He means to betray you.
Heimdall can see Atreus means to betray Odin later on, but for some reason he doesn't see Odin as a traitor to his own people, or at least will be. How he will pretty much sacrifice Heimdall just to get closer to the mask. It appears Heimdall's powers are pretty much plot-based.
Whoa!
Loki, right? Gotta say, the irony of this isn't lost on me. This was his room, you know?
His?
My brother's.
Your brother?
Modi?
Ah, your brother. Really? I had no idea.
Uh-huh. And now it's yours. Enjoy.
I don't know about you guys, but Thru definitely has some Latina DNA in her. Nobody switches like that other than Latinas.
Looking for and finally unearthing this. See that? It shares the same mystical energy.
It opened a crack. Can we just look inside?
I wouldn't recommend that.
Well, that's a lie given the fact with a simple Google search it states how Odin actually lost his eye.
Listen, Modi had some problems, but he was my son. And the only reason you aren't mush right now is because of that broken piece of wood.
Look!
Modi's death is on you. You beat him to the point he can barely walk. You're blaming Kratos and Atreus when really you and your father are the ones to blame.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
So you gave the scent to the wolves, which is a huge contradiction since later you will realize the Norns can only be found by going beneath a certain lake. How the hell can the wolves track that scent?
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Yeah, that's nice coming from the one who left the turtle house to freeze for the sake of vengeance.
Kratos, Freya, and Mimir's head. Enter the home of the Norns. Tentatively. They have finally reached their destination. Kratos speaks first.
I seek my son.
You know the child is in Asgard. No, you seek what all who search for us seek. To know the ending to your story.
The ghost of Sparta furrows his brow menacingly. He resists the urge to grunt. Oh, he fails.
You come to us, piteous archetypes, seeking freedom from your scripts. As if knowing your lines would grant you the power to rewrite them.
Speak plain.
You will die, Kratos of Sparta.
But you called him the Destroyer of Fate. There must be a way to subvert destiny.
There is no destiny, Puck.
The protagonists are speechless. They do not understand.
There is no grand design, no script. Only the choices you make. That your choices are so predictable merely make us seem prescient.
When my son was born, shut up! Your prophecy said he would die a needless death.
And he did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you kill gods.
But what Kratos did, it was not out of hate.
Should I bring him a crown then? He still slays gods, but now he's sad about it? You are the sum of your choices, nothing more. And because your choices never change, you will learn that Heimdall intends to kill your son in Asgard, and you will do what you do best. And then Ragnarok.
The skies burn, the curtains fall. Exunt omnes.
Heimdall.
Again, he misses the point.
Focusing on the second act to the exclusion of the final.
You do realize Kratos wouldn't have known about Heimdall's intentions if you hadn't told him, right?
He stomps away, followed closely by Freya.
I enjoyed your story, Kratos. Pity it has to end so soon.
This scene was so good that it definitely deserves a merit.
Look, I think we're missing the Norn's message here. We've all got our tendencies, and yours is to run headlong into danger to protect the ones you love.
I do not intend to change. Not about that.
Why should you? Apparently my tendency is to kill the ones I love.
Freya.
I don't need you to comfort me. Either of you.
Their accusation was cruel. None of us believe...
The truth can be a cruel thing. Anyone care to argue with that?
No. But Baldur's fate had many causes. Prophecy among them.
How do you mean, brother?
There are many tales in my homeland of those who fulfilled prophecy by attempting to avoid it. So it was when Freya tried to protect Baldur. And so it was when I accused my son of going to Asgard.
Then we agree. It'd be foolish to go after Heimdall.
No. If Heimdall must die for Atreus to live, then Heimdall must die.
How can you say that, knowing what you know?
Because if Heimdall is a threat to my son, I must act. It is my...
Your nature. Well played, Norns.
Mimir acts as if the Norns are manipulating Kratos, tricking him to kill Heimdall. It's not manipulation. Kratos has a choice to let Atreus die or kill Heimdall before he gets to Atreus. Kratos still made a choice.
We keep cooperating, maybe someday it'll be Asgard in flames.
That is not my goal.
Doesn't mean it's not your destiny.
No, it's not his destiny. You heard the norms very well. You are the sum of your choices. Destiny has no part in this.
You are the sum of your choices, nothing more.
You talked about your doubts. They wouldn't explode when you talked to your son.
I do not doubt. She knows what I left behind. She would never have asked that of me.
Why would she need to ask? She saw your fate. 3 of Odin's kin dead because of the path she put you on. You don't think she knew exactly what it meant, sending you to Jotunheim?
Manipulation. One of women's most powerful tools.
Huh. Ymir said even Odin couldn't survive the cold in Helheim.
You believe everything that old goat says?
Yeah, about that. Both Atreus and Kratos went to Helheim before. They fought hard, but didn't freeze to death. Even later on, those two will go to Helheim again. I'm fairly sure that if Kratos and Atreus survived it, Odin can as well.
A dead end? Please tell me it's down in the water or something.
There's... How? It's not responding anymore.
Okay, this is one of the parts that confuses me to no end. Can someone explain to me why the mast lit up in Helheim if there was no missing piece to it? Was the mast just messing around with Atreus for the sake of trolling? The final piece is in Niflheim, not Helheim. So why did the mast lit up when it's not even in the same realm?
You said trust you. And we let that thing loose. Grandfather's gonna kill me.
Thrud, you're a smart future Valkyrie. Did you not see the mast lit bright green right in front of you? This is not his fault.
You absolute, unqualified moron. You know that thing tears holes between realms, right?
And where were you? You could have stopped Atreus at any point but decided to let Atreus free the wolf. Can't really give someone crap if you were partially to blame as well.
We all make mistakes, son. But freeing Garm, that was a big one. Chaos is already spilling out into the other realms. We're safe here in Asgard, but everywhere else.
Yet Atreus wasn't warned about Garm. So I cannot pass this part of the game without mentioning the whole Peter situation. For the people who got their little hearts broken because Garm was chained in the hellish cold, starving and alone, do know this is a game. In real life, I'm with you. No animal should go through such a harsh thing. But this is a game. If you're so weak that you get triggered because of a game, grow some balls and come back to reality. It's a shame this country has so many weak-minded people. Here's my question. Skor and Hati are supposed to be the sun and the moon, right? How does the day and night rise if they are in this realm and not the others? These two are Fenrir's pups. How do they exist if Fenrir doesn't have pups at this point? I need some questions to be answered.
Completely giving away your position. What idiots. Oh. If it isn't Queen Mistletoe herself. Hilarious, by the way. Been a while.
Heimdall.
And you must be the little half-breed's father. Lucky day! You have a lot to answer for, Sunshine. You too, traitor.
Better a traitor than Odin's lapdog.
The burden is mine.
I can help.
I know. But you are needed elsewhere.
He's right, you know. Sizzles wasn't looking so hot last I saw.
I know you didn't want this, but we know how this ends. See you soon.
Well, we both know that's not true. But don't worry, Frigg. I'll be coming for you and your brother as soon as I am finished here. Now, what you got?
This is by far the best boss fight in the game. Heimdall proved to be one of the best villains in the game. That doesn't mean he's the strongest, but his arrogance and his ability does put him up there. Can you say you won't turn out like him if you had his ability? You'll see everyone's future. You'll know their evil intentions. You will eventually learn to despise people, and with his ability to see every hit coming, you will eventually be cocky that will make you blind to reality. I have to merit Heimdall, but I'll have to add this since there's a contradiction. How come he didn't see this blinding effect the first time? Even if he made a mistake, he fell for it over and over and over and over again.
Asgard. Hurry!
Well, I'm sure you know his history. He did take down all the gods of Olympus on his own. What makes you think Asgard is indestructible?
Brother! Brother! This isn't who you want to be!
I don't know what you want from him, Amir. He tried sparing his life a minute ago.
Oh, no. You are going to spare me out of pity!
Let it go, you may live.
Is this about the little runt? Oh, now I am definitely going to gut him.
He gave you his boat? Nice.
He left me no choice.
Because it was necessary, not because it was written.
Why did Odin allow Heimdall to take the Gjallarhorn with him? Odin knew Kratos and Heimdall were going to fight, and Odin is trying to prevent the end of Asgard. Doesn't make sense to allow the enemy to get closer to the key of war.
Heimdall's dead. I can't believe it. There's no stopping it now. Odin swore peace only so long as you spilled no more Aesir blood.
I refuse that deal.
Yet he honored it.
Ah yes, Odin and his people can invade other realms, but nobody can fight back or kill Aesir blood. Besides, how did you know about that deal anyway? It's odd Mimir didn't catch on.
Hey, how'd you find me here? Loki? This is my marble.
Okay, so how did you find him here?
We'll greet Mjolnir with his face.
Thor has his hammer when a minute ago Atreus and Thrud had to give up their weapons while in the bar.
Phew. That was close. Thanks, Thor.
Wasn't about to lose that.
Loki, you did it. We are on the verge of great things. All of our work together.
You're welcome.
Not only that Odin doesn't take the mask, but Sif and the Valkyries have impeccable timing.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why?
His father murdered Heimdall. Forseti has proof. Take him.
No. Leave him alone. I command it.
You said no more Aesir blood would be spilled. You said family comes first. You don't think that this is retribution for him being here? He's put your granddaughter in danger.
First of all, let's make sense out of this. If my father killed someone, that shouldn't fall on me. You already failed on that. But let's say Atreus was to blame. This is war. People die in war. Heimdall invaded Vanaheim and you expect people to let themselves get killed and not fight back? A delusional mindset looks bad on you. Also, Thrud's father is Thor. Her grandfather is Odin. Her dream is to be a Valkyrie. Her entire existence is nothing but danger.
Can't you see what's happening? He's not protecting us. Magni, Modi, our boys. We used to tell them stories by the fire. Do you remember? We would carve those wooden horses. We would play and laugh until the sun sank and they fell asleep in our laps. They were thrown at the Allfather's problems like brittle knives to a mountain face. And for what? What if Thrud's next?
Ah yes, a woman's ability to manipulate their husband. All of Sif's intelligence went to her beauty. How many people Thor killed? How many innocent children Thor killed? What about your kids? How many people did they kill? Where is your pain and suffering there? When someone does it to your kids, oh, we got a problem.
I know I've been a burden to you all. I know you've questioned why you even pulled me out of that hole. I have too. But it's clear now. This is what I'm needed for. This is my purpose. One last time, I will pick up my spear and I will lead us to Asgard.
Excuse me, but if you got a way to Asgard, Where's that idea been this whole fucking while?
Lads! Rather a fair question, brother.
You withheld Asgard.
You would have gotten us all killed. And we needed to give Loki time to find his destiny. Here it is. It's all led to this.
If we can get inside, I'm going after Odin.
I will not stop you. We can do both.
Spot on, brother. If the mask doesn't give us an out, we'll still have the drop on him.
Works for me.
Let's do it then. And quickly, before he sees us coming.
He does hate surprises.
Slow down, you damn spruce. I still want to hear the details on this, new way to Asgard you got. Spill it!
It's an ancient path. We can't reach it from here.
Where then?
Let me collect my things and I'll show you.
You ain't got no things. And where you going with that mask, Brock? That belongs to the kid. He earned it. All you done was make passable dirt soup.
Brock, it's okay.
No, it ain't. This ain't right. All the pieces ain't welding together true. Like, what's with him calling you Loki anyway? You know that ain't his name. Hey! I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
You see, I have a problem with this part. You're telling me Odin, the All-Father, couldn't control his temper? He's not just incredibly strong in multiple ways, he's extremely smart. Why didn't he just take Brock's attitude and when the coast was clear, leave to Asgard with the mask? Brock's death was completely unnecessary. But I have to admit, I really like this plot twist. Most players cannot say they saw this coming. This definitely deserves a merit.
Sindri? Sindri, I'm so sorry.
No. No, I don't want to hear it. You don't know what sorry means.
We're not letting Odin get away with this.
Would that be the Odin you invited into my home?
We were all fooled.
But some of us were bigger fools than others. Aren't we? I gave you everything. My skills. My friendship. My home. My secrets. My treasures. And you just kept taking. And now what have I got? Not even my family. You want sorry? This is what sorry looks like.
It's very rare for a game to make me feel extremely guilty like I did something wrong. The acting was incredible throughout the entirety of the game, minus one sin.
I won't help you.
Who are you?
Who you seek, and what's left of him.
Why won't you help us?
I don't want to.
Elaborate.
We'll die.
Right. Because you've got so much to live for.
Did he really just say that? Atreus throughout the whole game has been an annoying, whiny, crabby teenage kid, and this just further proves my point. What's worse is that this was all completely useless since it didn't do much. But I have to ask. You see Odin's bird all around Muspelheim, and that means Odin knew where Surtur was located. Why didn't he prevent Ragnarök by killing Surtur or capturing him? First Gjallarhorn, and now Surtur. Is Odin really that impressive, or is that just a big talk with no show?
Here we are. Kratos, your tent is to the right, and Atreus, yours is to the left.
Mine?
A young warrior needs his own space, don't you think?
Well, sure, but why are you guys outside? There's a nice furnace inside and it's pretty spacious.
More or less what you wanted. I didn't want this.
But you unnecessarily caused this. You seeked out war looking for Tia. You dug so deep that you couldn't stop and you're seeing the consequences of your actions.
Who are they?
Midgardians. Odin took them in. They shouldn't be here. They're not soldiers.
Odin put them in our path to die.
It's war.
You gotta love how Ragnarok is standing there looking around doing nothing.
But what can we do?
You see the size of that thing? I think we're gonna win. I mean, if they don't kill us first.
Why have you stopped? Ragnarok is here. We finally have Odin right where we
will stop Odin. But we did not come to sacrifice the innocent.
It's a little too late for that, don't you think, Kratos?
I will help those that are trapped. And meet you at the fall. Go! Go, Atreus!
Kratos is struggling to hold that rock when in the previous game he flipped the temple on his own.
You really had
Where the hell did you come from?
the enemies.
Dude, you're okay.
My mom was right about you all along. You're a killer just like your father, and you're here to kill us all.
No, just Odin. Sindri, go! She's a friend.
Friends don't bring the end of the world to each other's doorstep, Loki!
You're right. You're right. I made some bad decisions.
You do that a lot. I'm not sure that's a defense.
It's not a defense. I just want to make it right. Is Skilder okay? Have you seen him?
Why wouldn't he be? What are you talking about?
Odin is willing to sacrifice the Midgardians. He put them along the wall to try and deter us, knowing they can't fight. Their deaths are just meant to slow us down.
Why would he do that? And how am I supposed to believe you?
Because he's right.
And where the hell did you come from? Were you just standing there until it was your cue?
Fuck are you waiting for?
Your daughter. My son calls her friend.
If you try to hurt her...
I would not.
Don't you know what I've done?
Yes! But what will you do now?
We don't change. Destroy us.
No more. No more. For the sake of our children, we must be better.
Why isn't he dead? Are you talking? Who told you to do that? You don't talk. You don't think. I think. You kill. It's a simple fucking concept.
Sif was right about you. I just didn't want to see it.
What is this? Are you broken? I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill!
No.
This is truly one of the most, if not the most, disappointing part in the game. Thor didn't even get a chance to fight Odin. If Kratos and Thor teamed up to fight Odin, and during the battle Odin managed to kill Thor, that would have been 1,000 times better.
Was this everything you hoped for? Was your plan really all that much better than mine? I hope you got exactly what you want.
Not quite yet.
How did these characters appear out of nowhere? Also, saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
Think you're the only one who can craft a binding spell? I spent many long winters thinking about what I would say to you as I watched you take your last breath. But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore!
That's my friend. I forgot how good you look with wings.
Oh, husband. You always sought knowledge well. Now, I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow to your queen!
I always loved you, you know.
You've never loved anyone!
They had the best opportunity to go for the head, but Freya decided to be one of those annoying feminists that believes she has all the power in the world, so decided to gloat. Also, how does Atreus falls with everyone but lands alone?
Father? Freya?
You did it, Loki. No. No more fighting. No. None of that matters now. This is your moment, Loki. Groa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on the mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask it the question.
This is your choice, son. I trust you.
Yup, just like that, the game spits in your face. After everything you did to get the mask, Atreus destroys the one thing the player wanted to see.
I could have made things better. We could have made the 9 realms better.
This was never about the realms, or me. It was about you.
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom.
You did those things. Your choices. You killed your own son.
It wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You have to stop. You can choose to be better.
No, I can't. I have to know what happens next. I will never stop.
Why'd you have to say that? Sofna. Apfra. Desu. Sofna. Hithan. Sofna. 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 What do we do with him?
I swore I would never rob from you the choice between life and death.
I have waited so long for this moment. And now that I'm here, I don't need this to make me whole.
We stopped his madness. That's all that matters.
That's what comes next.
I think we can all agree that Sindri has the best character development in this game. After the death of his brother, he became soulless. He wasn't that germaphobe anymore. He started killing, and in the end, he didn't hesitate to finish off Odin. Definitely worthy of a merit. Alright, so this war pretty much lasted an hour. You know what that means, right? This section of the game, the climax, the most important part, is severely shorter than the Ironwood section. We fed wolves longer than finishing the war. How amazing is that?
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there, and I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone. I don't want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Who to trust, who to call friend. Son, you are ready.
Remember our promise.
Loki will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
Clearly, Kratos turned into Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
What did you see in there, brother?
Path. One I had never imagined.
And what now?
There is much to do. Much to rebuild. Would you join me?
Aye.
We'll see to it. Together.
Oh, just bang already.
For the sake of our children, we must be better.